The mini question y'all may be asking is, how did I become a kid at Hope? Well, let me tell you. You could say I became a kid at Hope when I moved to Arizona or when I started to go to Chili Farms. But my story begins long before that. When I used to live in Chicago, there were a lot of storms and lightning that would scare my little brother. And the only thing that would calm him down would be a line in a childhood book that's been passed down from my great-grandmother to my grandmother to my mother and now to my brother. It is not the storm that scares the kids, it's the things that lie within the storm. I'm the fifth of 8 children. I come from a big family that loves to laugh and play together. Living in Chicago and living in Arizona are two big different changes, almost like two different planets. Chicago's a great place for sightseeing, but not a stable place to be. There are some good things about Chicago, like how it can turn into a winter wonderland. When I came to Arizona, I believed I was losing so many good things behind, like my grandparents and their family traditions, going tobogganing, and all the friends in Chicago who felt like family. I had to leave all of it behind, and it was hard at first. It's a different lifestyle in Arizona, which I am not used to. When I came here, I met treasure hunters who helped me and guided me to adjust to this change. They taught me what a kid at Hope is truly about. And getting to see a new part of the world was fun and interesting to me. Seeing how people here work and play differently makes me aware of a human connection. Now that I moved to Arizona, I have realized that it's not that bad. In Chicago, I'm used to the houses being closer together, but neighbors not really talking to each other. In Arizona, people are more open to the idea of being friendly. What I realized is that being a kid at Hope means you have to be open to one another in ideas, work, and day-to-day life. I learned that my family runs deep, deeper than my own bloodline. There are teachers and treasure hunters and treasures who feel like family to me. Throughout my time at Chili Farms, teachers and other adults who are my aces of hearts and aces of clubs have supported me in everything I do, and I am thankful for that. These treasure hunters help me not to be afraid of the storm that may or may not pass through my life. I know my family at Chili Farms will have my back, no matter what life throws at me. I know my family at home will also have my back. They will encourage me to do what's right, no matter what the circumstances are. My mother, who is definitely an ace of hearts to me, tells me one day I will grow up, and I'll have to make choices on my own. And that is something not everyone knows how to do. My mother did not hold my hand in life, and I am thankful for that. She wanted me to experience all the things life has to offer, good and bad, so I would know how to make the best of my life problems. When I was little, all the students in my class knew what they wanted to be when they grew up. I did not. All I knew for sure is I wanted to have fun, and I wanted to love what I do. So I decided I wanted to become a doctor. I want to change people's lives for the better. I believe you can have a great career and a successful personal life. That is one goal for myself. One thing that school has taught me time and time again is that any dream is possible. I learned this in so many ways at Chili Farms. Once, when I felt like giving up on my algebra class, treasure hunters and treasures pushed me through, telling me I could do it. And I believed in myself that I could. I did the hard work and made it happen. Making my goals into reality is what I try to do in my schoolwork and all my hobbies, volleyball, step, drawing, and painting flowers like my grandmother always taught me. Those who are my ace of diamonds and ace of spades help me to see that I can reach my goals and will celebrate with me when the time has come. To me, being a kid at Hope is believing in yourself and having others at home and school believe in me too. Being a kid at Hope to me is being honest and true to yourself no matter what life throws at you. Being a kid at Hope to me is being able to understand issues and problems with other treasures and find the best way to handle them. At my old school, I worked at a school store, and there were many challenges with me and my fellow classmates. But at the end of the day, we all came together as a family. We united as one. We also worked with first and second graders about mental health. We worked out issues, talked about problems, and how to calm down when people are upset with you. What I learned at my old school, I brought with me here at Chili Farms, where other treasures and I have disagreements about day-to-day life or disagreements in school, such as work, seating charts, and who's going to be the first one in line. High school is my next learning and growing place, where I will continue to be a kid of hope, where I will continue to learn from my lessons in the past, where I will continue to learn what it really means to be a kid of hope. In high school, I'm looking forward to more freedom, joining clubs and classes that I actually want to go to, meeting new people, and understanding how they work and play differently than me. I understand that not everyone will agree with me, but hopefully everyone will listen to me. Even though I may fail at times, I know that I'm capable of reaching my goals. I believe you can do anything you put your mind to. If you say you can't, you have already given up. You will never know what you're capable of if you do not try. Failure is a part of life, and sometimes being afraid is a part of life. When you are looking at the storm of life, sometimes it's natural to be afraid and frightened of the lightning that may come shooting down. So how did I become a kid of hope? I became a kid of hope because of my Aces of Hearts and treasure hunters helped me not to be afraid of the storm that may or may not pass through my life. I became a kid of hope by moving across the country to meet new people and more people to argue with, unfortunately. I became a kid of hope by believing in myself and convincing others to believe in me. I became a kid of hope by making the right choices like my mother told me to. I became a kid of hope by being willing to fail but to pick myself up again. I became a kid of hope by setting the bar high as my brothers did before me. One is becoming a police officer and the other one's becoming a teacher in Chicago. And I became a kid of hope by remembering not to be afraid of the things I cannot see in the storm. I know that hope is something that lives under the ground. And even when the storm comes and it will rain, flowers will always grow again. And that is all.